What's up, everybody? So I've been like really resistant to wanting to make this video. For a long time, I have been going through a process of change that I haven't really spoken openly about. It's been extremely internal and taken like so much, just a huge leveling of my pride and my ego. I'm going to talk about sex. And I know that I'm going to talk about sex. I'm going to talk about love and how my ego's been tied up into both. And it still is, really. I've been celibate for a while now. And I've wanted to not be celibate, you know. I've had opportunities to not be celibate anymore. But, you know, something's happened over these last few years, you know, where, you know, I used to use my appearance and my clothing and my words and my makeup, like just all the parts of me to be desired. And it gave me this false sense of power. And it's something that I've used or thought I've had all my life. And it started like way back, like as a kid, you know. You know, I was a sexually abused child. And right from the jump, what I had got me what I wanted. You know, it was an exchange. Um, you know, 5 years ago, my spiritual awakening happened. My huge tower moment in my life. And the amount that I've changed in this last 5 years is I still can't even comprehend it. You know, 5 years ago, I was a woman that needed a lot of validation. Although, if you said that to me then, I wouldn't have said that. I wouldn't have known that that's what it was, you know. I thought I was really confident and independent, but my behavior said otherwise. And it took a lot of inner work. It took a lot of exposure of my darkness, you know, out in the open for others to see. Humiliation. all self-imposed. That's probably the most, I don't know, all I could do is just laugh at myself, you know? I did it all to myself. And it wasn't until I started letting go, you know? I used to be that woman that, you know, I could be texting 10 to 20 men at one time. Men, I didn't always like, I wasn't like sleeping with all these men. You know, some of these men were just men that asked me out and just, um, you know, there was a part of me that would just get off on telling them no, or the fact that they would keep on asking. There were men that I would just kind of string along just to make them think that possibly they had a chance. Whatever it was, you know, it was all self-serving with no regard to how they were feeling. Or it's almost like I would automatically assume that because I didn't have real feelings for them, it would be impossible for them to have real feelings for me. And if they did, well, oh well, you know, like that sounds like a personal problem. You know, I've gotten a lot. Karma's real, okay? Being able to, and I'm laughing because it's just like, I used to just feel like I was invincible or something, you know, and through many different stages in my life, you know, I felt invincible or untouchable or just deserving. And all I found, or what I ended up finding out, was that I was incredibly afraid of loving and of truly letting someone see me for who and what I was. I was extremely insecure. But at the same time, I also found out that I am resilient and brave and daring and adventurous, because I've continued to push down this path of towards spiritual enlightenment, whatever you want to call it, just to becoming a better woman. Yeah, become the emperor of my own life. That's my card right there. I am an Aries. You know, I've been so, like, I've just needed the approval of everybody else. And I never would have known that had not all these circumstances had happened. I don't know. I'm just sitting here reflecting on 2019. And man, it's like everything came to a head here. You know, everything I've been experiencing for the last 5 years. It's like, who do you want to be, Lisa? What kind of woman are you willing to show up as? And I'm going to tell you right now, I found out that I'm a whole lot more woman than I ever imagined I could be. You know, I have no idea what 2020 has in store for me. But I know that what I'm taking with me is my self-respect and my dignity. And I'm entering 2020 with my head held high. You know, if you've gotten a reading from me, you know, my favorite ones to do are the loved ones, you know, because that's what tarot's done for me. Tarot cards, whatever. It's they've awakened me to learning about what it means to actually have unconditional love towards myself and other people. And it is not easy to get there, okay? Like, it is not. Okay, wait. It has not been an easy route for me to get there. It's been uncomfortable. Look at the sun. What else came out? Yeah. Closing out of cycles. Spiritual enlightenment. Healing. This is the happiest card in the deck, guys. What's at the bottom? Independence. Confidence. Financially stable. Independent and strong. I guess I'm not the only one. I never am, you know. I know that those of you that watch my channel are fucking badass, okay? Because I'm badass. And so we are a reflection of each other, all of us. And I can say that I'm a badass today without feeling any kind of guilt about being a badass, because I've done the work. You guys are rock stars. And having this channel and talking to you guys and doing these readings and growing together with you, I mean, it's just been life-changing. It's an honor and a privilege every time. I mean, you guys write me, and the responses I get from my readings, and just like, I'm talking about personal readings as well as the ones that are just the general readings. And I am so amazed and blown away. Sex is sacred. I never felt that before in my life. Sex was my weapon. Sex was my defense. Sex has been my distraction. Lust. That's what it is. Lust. And it's been a process of just, I mean, elimination. I don't know. I had to keep on keeping on. I think I know what's best, and then I do it and it's a mess. And then I get back up and I try something else and it blows up in my face. And it's been a process to learn how to balance, to go from like, I don't feel like I'm never going to have sex again. That's like not it, but it's also like, it's not something meant to be shared with everybody. I enjoy sex very much. I'm hearing the Eagles. Heartache tonight. Be a heartache tonight. A heartache tonight. Love can be a drug, huh? So can lust. I don't really know where I'm going with all this. That's where I'm going. That's where you're going to. That's where we're going. 10 of Cups. Slow and steady. Waiting for our chips to come in. Feeling them coming in. Yep. All right, guys. I love you. I'll talk to you later. Bye.